Morning, happy Saturday. It's a crazy hair holiday weekend. I feel like I've been up for a very long time. Do you know what's really amazing about getting up very early is you get a lot done. You get a lot done. So if you're not a morning person, I highly suggest it. Good morning, good morning. It's a Saturday morning holiday edition of Energize Live. Listen, I was up at 3 a.m. this morning, okay? The reason why I was up at 3 a.m. was because Jesse and my husband, JB, are going to Wisconsin for the week. And I am not. And we are purposely, when we are traveling from now on, we're purposely trying to get the earliest flight that we possibly can, even though that means getting up, at ungodly hours. So got up at 3, got them to the airport. They had a 6 a.m. flight to catch to get to Wisconsin. And then they're going to be at the lake all week, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. My husband's family, literally generations of Voruses and Scovilles have been at Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, generations and generations. So it's pretty cool for our girls to grow up there. I am not going this time for a couple different reasons. Number one, we did not want to board the dogs for an entire week, both for their mental health and then our mental health on the other side of it. Because, when dogs go to kennels for a little bit of time, there's this whole sort of, weaning process that happens on the other side of it. It's like when you used to send kids to grandparents and then they would come on and be like, okay, so now we have to sort of debrief you from that situation. So we did not want to send them to a Borders for more than a week. We just did not want to do that. Number 2, we didn't want to pay for that. That's expensive. Number 3, we didn't want to pay for 3 flights. Also very expensive. Number 4, I'm going to Team Beachbody Summit in St. Louis next week. I really wanted this week of quiet alone time to work on all my presentations for Summit and to sort of recharge my personal batteries, because when I go to St. Louis, it's just like game on for a week, and I wanted to make sure that my batteries were recharged for that. So I am here this week. Got them to the airport. I'll scooch this over here so I can talk to you. I'm going to grab some water and some ice. Hello. I'm going to grab some water and some ice. Tell me, it is, 8:10 a.m. Like, how many have already worked out? Like, have you already worked out? Have you, what's going on a holiday weekend? What's happening on a Saturday? Are you traveling? Have you already worked out? What's going on a Saturday morning of a holiday weekend? And I should say holiday in the States. Although it's a weird holiday. What are we celebrating? Independence? For who? Don't get me started. So some people are getting ready to work out. Some people have already worked out. I did a little over 4.5. So, I was up, and it was funny because Jesse goes, okay, so are you gonna come home and go back to bed? Because I was home at literally 4:45 a.m. I was home, and she's like, you can go back to bed? I'm like, no. I'm a morning person. Now, would I normally get up at 3 a.m.? No, don't be dumb. Someone literally asked me last time when we got up at 3 a.m. to go watch the Disney Wish come in. They're like, do you normally is that the time you get up 3 a.m.? That's awesome. I'm like, no, and that's not awesome. No one getting up at 3 a.m. is awesome. However, I am a morning person. So once I'm up, I'm not going to go back to bed. I would rather go to bed earlier tonight than go back to bed. You can get so much done. So you know what, Chris, that's a great idea. I might do the Lift Force sample again. This will be time number 3 for me. I don't know, maybe I'll do that. I need to finish up come on, ice. I need to finish up my fire and flow. I'm feeling the ice today. I need to finish up fire and flow, the last yoga. But maybe I'll do that Lift Force sample again, or maybe I'll do some job 1 now that we got our walk in. So we came home, and I'm like, no, of course I'm not going back to bed. I'm going to actually I worked for an hour. Not kidding, I worked for an hour. And then I'm like, it's 6:25 and the sun's up. Let's just go get that walk in now before it gets too hot and while it's still quiet. So we did that. Got our walk in now. So now I thought, well, we'd have a conversation, and I'm going to go get my planner, and let's go over here. I was going to share with you too some books that I have on my. Would it be useful for me to share some books that I have in my queue that I have to read? Would that be useful for you, or are you like, no, we don't care? I have one book I was going to share, and I thought, well, if I'm sharing one, maybe I'll share some others. This desk is a little bit, because I'm printing I'm very much a printer. So I'm printing, like right here, I printed a July through December calendar. Can you see it? And just started writing the things on it that I have, Beachbody Leadership. I have another weekend retreat that I'm doing, a retreat with my coaches, going to Los Angeles to see Josie, going on a cruise. What is this? Oh, marathon. So because I like to kind of look at one page, it tells me what weekends we have stuff and what weekends we don't. And then I printed off all the amazing July events and releases that are happening in the Team Beachbody world. I'm printing all of that off so that I can start to wrap my brain around how I am going to share that, and also how I'm going to help my team share it. When we were driving to the airport this morning, literally my brain, once I'm up in the morning, my brain is like, okay, let's go. When we were driving to the airport this morning, my husband was driving, so I was in the passenger side, emailing myself a list of things to do when I got back home. This is something I'm working on. You can't see it yet. That's something I'm working on. That's going to be some Disney stuff that I'm working on. Some stuff I'm working on for my awesome women in my Compass coaching program. So there's a lot of stuff right here on my desk. Okay, let me, we'll just stay right here for a second, and then we'll go out to the porch, and I'll show you the books that I'm reading. Let me move you over here, if you don't mind. If you don't mind that I move you, let me just move you over here. Okay. Oh, someone's using the question box. You're so smart. Are tickets still available for your post-summit event? Yes, they are, Brooke. Yes, they are. I've never even put them in my link. We have like 60 tickets left, so really not very many. And if you just go to julievoris.com let me see if I can type it in the chat. That'd be the smartest, wouldn't it? julievoris.com /post-summit. No space. There you go. Post-summit. So julievoris.com /post-summit. We have like 60 tickets left. So yeah, if you haven't gotten one of those, grab one. It's just a lovely way to end Summit. Summit can be a lot for the brain to take in. And I've done this event. This will be the 4th time I've done this event. I've done it 3 years with my friend Danielle. I'm doing it this year with my friend Micah. And it's just a way for us to come together and really break down what gets announced at Summit, start to think about what we're actually going to do, because the biggest mistake that I see coaches make, that I have made in the past too, that I see coaches continue to make, well, there's several. We'll just talk about one right now. We'll talk about another one in a minute. There's several, but one is you get all this amazing information at Summit, and then you start talking about it all right away. And sometimes you start talking about it all right away, and some of the stuff isn't coming till next year. People don't care. Our attention span is the size of a gnat. So taking all this stuff from Summit and really breaking it down in ways that you can use it, and what you should be talking about now, what you should be talking about later. I feel like the Summit event, the post-Summit event on Sunday, it's just for 3 hours from 9 to 12. To me, I describe it like a big warm hug. That's kind of what I feel like. I want people to come in and feel like they're getting a big warm hug, and they're going home with like, okay, now I know what to do. That's what I hope. And my friend Danielle and I started it a couple of years ago, And then we did it for 3 years in a row. And then Danielle just didn't, wasn't in for it this year, which is totally fine. And my friend Micah was. So it's kind of like this event that I've started, and I keep taking on new partners to do it. But I think it's super important because it should feel like a big warm hug after Summit. I really enjoy it. So, okay, let me tell you, this is what I'm absolutely reading next. I just got it and I'm really excited about it. It's called Insight. And the author is Tasha Eurich. Insight. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up that when I get my books, I take the paper cover off and recycle them right away. I recycle them right away. I don't like my paper covers on my books. But the book is called Insight. And the premise is, you think you're self-aware? Not so much. And how to get more self-aware, the 7 pillars of insight, the invisible inner roadblocks to insight, receiving, reflecting on, responding, and then how leaders build self-aware teams and organizations. I'm super excited about this. I'm very, very, very excited about this. So I haven't started it yet. It literally just came yesterday. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you a very big goal that I have. And that is, I am a reader, but I tell you what, in this world, now I feel like my attention span has gotten shorter and shorter. And that does not make me happy. But I wanted to see how many, all kinds of footnotes and citations, et cetera. Okay, so 308 pages. I kind of wanted to get it done before Summit. I don't know that I will, but I think this is just, I think this could be a game-changing book. So I'm going to recommend it, even though I haven't read it yet, because I think we all need to be more self-aware. And if you're building any kind of team, which you are, whether it's in the business world or in your own home, you probably need to read that book. And then, oh yeah, this one. What's the other one? Yeah. Okay. Then I have these 3 that I don't know what I'll do next, but I'm going to recommend them because they were all. I recommended a book called Huddle, which is sitting right here on my desk because I love it so much. I recommended this. Brooke Baldwin is the author. So if you are a woman and you are reading this, if you are a parent to daughters, you need to be reading this. If you are a female yourself, you need to be reading this. If you are a parent to daughters, you need to be reading this. If you are a male with females in your life, you should read this book. Okay, so Huddle by Brooke Baldwin. And in this book, she recommended these 3. So because I loved this book so much, I purchased these 3. And I'm going to show them all to you. And then I'll show it to you one by one. So here they are. There's 3 of them. Okay, here's the first one. Chris, wasn't it so good? Huddle. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Okay, here's the first one. How Women Rise. Could not be more appropriate now. How Women Rise. So good. Seneca, I don't know what's going on in your life, but girl, you or guy or they you have lots of energy this morning. Seneca's like, they are on it. On it. You're very active this morning, Seneca. I'm presuming she, but I don't want to presume. That's rude. Okay, so How Women Rise. How Women Rise. That's number 1. Okay, here's the next one. Again, all recommended in the book Huddle, called Big Friendship. Big Friendship. And it says, Big Friendship, How We Keep Each Other Close. It is a New York Times bestseller. And it's got some really great, but it's really about, big friendship is a bond of great strength, force, and significance that transcends life's phases, geographies, and emotional shifts. It's large in dimension, affecting most aspects of each person's life. It's full of meaning and resonates. and most always, a big friendship is mature. Its advanced age, not the participant's advanced age, the friendship's advanced age, commands respect and predicts its ability to last far into the future. I have a big friendship with my friend Christy. My friend Christy and I have a big friendship. And I love this idea of how to keep each other close. And it says most people don't talk about what it really takes to stay friends for the long haul. So I think this is not only important for just female friendship, I think it's important in building a female team. So this is high on my list. What to read. Okay, then this is the next one. And this is called Text Me When You Get Home. Text Me When You Get Home. Again, these 3 books were all referenced in the book Huddle. It's called Text Me When You Get Home, The Evolution and Triumph of Modern Female Friendship. And again, I think it's really important to learn how to keep female friends close because we talked about this a gazillion times. Women think there's only so many seats at the table. Women are very competitive. And we're trying to change that culture. No more high school drama, no more female competition. So let's get better at actually having positive female friendships and also doing that if you're building any kind of team, you have daughters, whatever, doing that for them. For too long, women have been told that we are terrible being friends, that we can't help being cruel or competitive, or that we inevitably abandon each other for romantic partners. But we are rejecting those stereotypes and reclaiming the power of female friendship. I think that sounds amazing. So, Text Me When You Get Home is a validation that has never existed before. A thoughtful, heart-soaring, deeply reported look at how women are taking a stand for their friendships and not letting go. I think this will be super important as a mom of daughters, as a mom of females, as a woman who wants to have long-term friendships, and as a female building a female dominant team. So I'm excited about those. So those are my 3. This is the one I'm starting today. Insight. This is the one I'm starting today. Okay, let's go outside. Also, listen, not to call people out, but I just saw someone join whose IG handle is Park Snacker. And so I think, Park Snacker, you're a Disney person, yeah? You're a Disney, shall we say influencer? Shall we say that? You're a Disney person? And Park Snacker, if you're on and you're a Disney person, do you want to share your favorite park snack with us? You want to share your favorite? What's your favorite park snack? I would love that. I mean, if you don't want to, that's okay. But I saw you pop on and I'm pretty sure I follow you. So, you know me. I love all the Disney people. Okay. Couple of announcements. I've made some time in my calendar this week, even though I know it's a holiday week for a lot of people. I made some time in my calendar this week on Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. We are doing a really special Compass Planner community meetup. So Wednesday, noon Eastern Standard Time, if you have purchased a Compass Planner, if you haven't yet and you need to, as long as you get it by Wednesday morning, you'll be able to join us on Wednesday, noon Eastern Standard Time. We did a meetup a couple weeks ago. This is day 30. The meetup on Wednesday is day 30. So you're 30 days into using this because today is day 27. So let's say day 30, day 31, something like that. So you're kind of a third of the way through your 100 days. So on Wednesday, exclusive for anyone who's purchased the Compass Planner or who purchases it by Wednesday morning, you will get a link to an exclusive Zoom, and we'll just talk about your goals and talk about how you're doing, talk about how you're staying focused. And I know the people who are staying pretty focused because I see you tagging me. Yes, Jen Wills, right? Life-changing. Okay, we aren't talking about Disney anymore. Right now we're talking about planners. You got to stay on. You got to keep up. It's like the West Wing. You got to keep up. If you didn't watch the West Wing, this would be a great weekend to go start that series if you've never watched it. So Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Last time we did it, it was about 45 minutes. I don't anticipate it being that long, but you all know that I talk a lot, so it could be. And we will go through any of your pain points, any of your challenges, anything that you're seeing that's giving you trouble. I'm sure there'll be some truth love. I'll probably tell you that you already know what you need to do. All the things. So it'll be good though. It'll be good to touch base, and I anticipate doing, a couple more of these as we journey through the 100 days together. So that is Wednesday, noon, for my planner community. If you've got one, or if you purchase it by Wednesday, you can get on this Wednesday Zoom. So I'm excited about that. Is there anything else that you want to chit chat about on this holiday weekend? Is anyone having, you like the weekly reflections? I like those too. Just gives you a moment to pause, doesn't it? Is anyone having any issue like staying on track over a holiday weekend? Is anyone traveling? You don't know what you're seeing, family, anything in those kinds of situations that you're like, hey, let me just bring this up to the community and touch on it really quickly. We have just a few minutes left. If you have anything that you want to touch on, I'm happy to do that too. Chris, I don't know if you're on and you are able to can you put pictures and comments on a live? I don't think so. But Chris just messaged me and before I went live, and he is kind of totaling up what our donations will be to the Trevor Project from the special Sunrise and Energize shirt that we did in June. Super cool. So we'll announce that once that's all done. And then he started work on a new shirt that will have some donations attached to it. How many of you are familiar with the organization Girls on the Run? Is anyone familiar with the organization Girls on the Run? I'll type it in the comments. Girls on the Run. Is anyone familiar with that particular organization? It's one of my favorites. I've supported it for a long time. Supported races when I lived in Indiana. Supported it financially. I've supported it for a long time. I think it's an incredible organization, and I like it a lot because first of all, it's female centered with the fitness component. It's really teaching, which is my core belief. My core belief is when you can do one more squat, one more push-up, run one more mile, go one more minute, whatever, you really prove to yourself just how strong you are in all other aspects of life. And I believe that's their mission at Girls on the Run. They're helping girls get physically active and really prove to themselves how strong and capable they are through movement, through fitness. I just think it's an amazing organization. They do a lot of good. So Chris was messaging me prior to this live, and we were talking about doing something for the month of July, I think, in July, and tying it in with an organization that is female-centered, and my suggestion was Girls on the Run. So let me know what you think about that, because when you see this shirt that Chris and Amy are creating, you're going to pee your pants. And if you don't order it right away, I'm going to be like, I would like you to please just not show up on Energize Live anymore. I said it. I said what I said, because the shirt's so great. It's so great. But I don't think that Chris can put a picture in the comments when we're on live. So we'll have to put that up a little bit later. It's so great. And so when he asked me about organizations, I suggested Girls on the Run. But if you have other suggestions, let us know, because we're open. And certainly we can do more than one. I have a very strong connection to Girls on the Run. And this shirt is like, so you can already guess it's going to be a female-centric shirt. You can already guess. It's going to be, me too, Brooke. All my money. Chris and Amy take all my money. Chris and Amy take all my money. But we haven't even put it out yet. So you haven't seen it. You don't even know what it looks like. And it's going to be awesome. Okay. K8 Carter 11. Energize Live community. Can we share some thoughts with the Instagram handle K8 Carter 11? First, can we share some thoughts on her Instagram handle? And then her question is, any tips? I'm addicted to reading audiobooks, reading every crack of my day, going through them so fast, having trouble implementing all the things. Okay, that's a great point. It's a great point. K8 Carter 11. What do we need to... There we go. Sorry. It just kind of went away for a minute. Deb. Walk her through it, Deb. Walk her through it, Deb. Chris, walk her through it. Walk her through it. And you know what? The real Teal Johnson, she had to go through a couple, sort of iterations to get it in there. My daughter was like, she should have just stopped at the real Teal, because that's just kind of cool and catchy, the real Teal. But she's the real Teal Johnson. She was something else before, and we got her changed. The K8, no. So go change your Instagram handle, and then we'll talk about some tips for you. Yes, Reen, put in the comments what your Instagram handle was. Reen, tell them what your Instagram handle was. Like, you can't even say it now with a straight face. Can you? Reen, you can't even say it now with a straight face. Then how about just K Carter? How about just K Carter? Without the numbers. Do you need the numbers? Also, honestly, K with the 8, everybody knows it's Kate. Now it just looks real and weird. K8 Carter, Teal changed her Instagram handle. Right, Reen, look what Reen's, everyone look at what Reen's was. Pop, block, and drop it? What in the actual F is that? And we've already had this conversation, so I can say that because we were laughing about it. What the actual F? That's our hashtag. Energize Laugh hashtag is what the actual F. I mean, you already know. Okay, listen, we were in Lululemon yesterday in Tampa, and we were laughing because Jesse and I laugh all the time now because we're always like, what the actual F? Like, that's our hashtag. And the song, Rihanna's song came on, You Look So Dumb Right Now. Do you know that song? It's like, you look so dumb right now. Do you know what it is? And Jesse and I were like, this is our next hashtag. Hashtag, you look so dumb right now. Like, that is the hashtag, and I'm not using that to any of you, but that I think should be our hashtag, like, just for out in the world. Like, out in the world. You're not drinking Energize? You look so dumb right now. Like, I feel like there could be so many uses for the hashtag, you look so dumb right now. Anyway, when we was playing in Lululemon, we were cracking up laughing because I'm like, this feels like this could be the next hashtag. What the actual F? You look so dumb right now. I hope you know I don't mean that towards you. It was really funny. Maybe it was just funny in the moment. Maybe it was just funny to us. We thought it was really funny. Anyway, change the Instagram handle name. Read your books. You've got some suggestions. I don't have this book. I might go get it today. But this, I'm going to type it in the comments. This is the book. Just came out this past week. So that is the author and that is the title. That is the author and that is the title. And it just came out last week. And if you're looking for something else to read, there you go, an audio or whatever. I don't know, Beth. It feels like it's so ripe for the picking, doesn't it? Just so ripe right there. Okay, so here's our agenda. Oh, Chris, I did not share the actual print. I shared that we have the idea. And I shared that we were talking about Girls on the Run as the organization, but I did not share the actual print. Can you do that in the comments? I don't know if you can share a picture during a live. I don't know if you can. But Chris and Amy have come up with an amazing shirt that I told them, Chris, that if they don't go buy it as soon as it's released, that they need to not show up to Energize Live. Because kind of, if you don't believe what's on the shirt, you kind of shouldn't show up to Energize Life. Hey, Deb, that's awesome. 5:30. Give yourself some grace on a Saturday morning. You don't actually have to be up at 5:30 on a Saturday morning. You have to be up at 3 a.m. You have to be up at 3 a.m. to hang with me. Okay? What are you doing? What are you doing waiting until 5:30 a.m.? Like, you're such a slacker. Such a slacker. Yeah, okay, so Chris is going to put the shirt that they're designing in his stories. And we talked about Girls on the Run. There's a lot of people who are familiar with it, so we may link with that organization. And Seneca, you're jumping in. Seneca, you've been jumping in. Seneca, you've been jumping in from the moment we went live. So I don't know what this jumping in situation is. I know, 3 a.m. is heinous, isn't it? It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Tomorrow I will not be up at 3 a.m. So cut yourself some slack, Deb. It's Saturday of a holiday weekend. 5:30 is really amazing. I have gotten to the point, though, where I really can't sleep past 6 anymore because I don't want to miss the sunrise. So like even tomorrow, I'll probably be up before 6 because I don't want to miss the sunrise. And I'll go to bed pretty early tonight because I was up so early today. Okay, wrapping up. Chris is going to put a shirt on his stories. Take a look at it. Seneca is like, she's burping in. That is funny. You're funny, Reen. Reen, that is also kind of an unusual name. I'd love to know where you got the name Reen. It almost feels Irish. I like it. Chris is going to put... Oh, hell no, Holly, I'm not going to the parks. I'd rather take this pencil or this straw and put it through my eyeball than go to the parks over the next few days. Hell no. Do you know what kind of madness it is over the next few days? And here's the thing. I live here. I don't have to go today. Okay, Kate Carter. Kate period Carter. Try that. Try Kate period Carter. Try Kate underscore Carter. Try Kate dash Carter. Okay? I've only joined the Energize Live Blast community. Is the usual time, not during the summer, 5 a.m. Is the usual time for Energize Live 5 a.m.? Hell no. That's when I get up. No. The usual time for Energize Live is 6:15 a.m. Yes, Dawn, great suggestion. Try adding your middle initial. Or an underscore or a period or something like that. Try all the things. Yeah, I bet, Jen. Yes, you're right. But look, if everyone can see how Jen did it, she had Jen period M period Wills. So it's very much her name. Very, very much her name. Well, Carter Kate, no. I'm going to say no on that. Also, Mandika, what is your name? Is your first name Mandika? That's awesome if it is. But not Carter Kate because her name's not Carter Kate. Her name's Kate Carter. Kate period Carter period 11. Yeah, if you got to have the number, yes. Oh, that's fun. Okay. 6:15 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. Y'all, this is like the movie Up. I feel very squirrel this morning. What's going on? There's lots of conversations happening right now. Okay, here we go. Chris is putting a mock-up of the print that we're talking about for July, where we're going to donate some proceeds to an organization, and we're talking about that organization being Girls on the Run. So I guess one hair is bothering me a lot. Talking about Girls on the Run. So clearly it's going to be a female-centric shirt. So that's number one. Number two, if you've purchased a planner or you purchase it by Wednesday morning, you can be part of the the Compass Planner Community Call, noon Eastern Time on Wednesday. Whoa. What is happening? Your name's Amanda. You go by Mandy. Mandy was taken. So Mandy K, but it says that I'm not getting that whatsoever. I'm seeing it as Mandika. I am absolutely not seeing it as Mandy K, and there's an A on the end. Okay, and also it's uncapitalized. So here's what you're gonna do, Mandika, because that's what it looks like. You're gonna go back. You're gonna capitalize I don't even know where to start. Okay, so it's going to be capital Mandi period K, and then maybe period in your last name, or maybe just Mandi period K. I would not even know who I was doing business with or who I was talking to if I saw you out and what you have as your Instagram handle isn't even your name. I am saying this with so much love because I want you to succeed. I want you to succeed and thrive and flourish in this life. And I want you to own who you are. And Mandika, I don't know who you are. I don't even know. And if you want to go by Mandy or Mandy K, totally cool, because it's your name, it's your choice, totally cool. Please capitalize the M, so it's capitalize Mandy, and then try a period and then K. Try that so that we know it's Mandy K. You know what I mean? Like Mandy K. Otherwise, it just looks like Mandika. So, but Mandy K makes sense, except you have an A on the end of it right now. So that's why I'm saying it looks like Mandika. But I can see the way you explain it, it wants to be Mandy. So go Mandy, but capitalize it, because capitalize it. Own that, girl, you're a proper noun. Capitalize it, period, and then K. And if you need something else, maybe then period, maybe your last name. It kind of depends. I would guess there's not a lot of Mandee period K. I bet there's not a lot. Go do it right now. Let's see. I want to see you show up with the new name. You know what's going to be our next conversations, don't you? Our next conversations, not just the Instagram handle. Our next conversations are going to be your Instagram picture. Yeah. No. If you want the nickname, Mandy, you can absolutely stick with the nickname, but you got to be capitalized because you are a proper noun. Own your properness, but I don't read it how you want it to say right now, so it's got to shift so that we know who we're talking to, right? And then we've got to talk about profile pictures, right? Profile pictures. Actually, Deborah Allen, your profile picture is good because it's just you. Listen, I don't know how many times I get my coaches. I don't know how many times. I'm changing the world one Instagram handle at a time where we all own our names. I don't know how many times I go. My coaches will be like slaying it. And I go to recognize them. And there's no good picture. There's no good picture. Like, yeah, Gina, you've got to change your Instagram handle. I can't believe I haven't told you this before. You've got to change your Instagram handle. I don't know what this 8482 business is. And yeah, I know when they show up, like it just says Julie Voris, but you can have it capitalized so people can know you in your actual handle. Yes, Chris Branch. Chris Branch is freaking slaying her business in the first 30 days as a coach on our team. And I'm like, where's the picture so that I can recognize your awesomeness? And there is a weird thing going on with females now where I go to their Instagram or their Facebook and it's like pictures of everybody else but them. That's exactly right, Brooke. I'm not doing business with you and your spouse and your cat. No. I am doing great Kate Carter. I like it. That's fun. It's a little sassy. It's very fun. I don't even know what yours is, Skin Spice, or what your Instagram handle is. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Are you a business? Maybe you're a business, Skin Spice. Maybe it is. Do you see how Fit Sweat Life has their logo as their Instagram handle? So you very clearly know that you're doing business with a business. Great Kate Carter. That's fun. That's like the real Teal Johnson. That's fun. I mean, I would have loved it just to be your name, but I love this too. I love it. It's fun and kind of sassy. Yeah, we'll talk about profile pictures before another time. I just feel like your profile picture is okay, Gina, but we're not even addressing that profile picture until you go change your handle. You need to go change your handle. You're an esthetician. Yeah, that makes sense. So is that the name of your business though? I'm still doing business with you. So is that the name of your business? And are you on Instagram as a business? Doing as a business? You know? Oh, you think? We need to talk about profile pictures for a whole live. Okay, we'll do that next week. Do that next week. Listen, I'm also not going to be live at 6:15 a.m. on Monday morning. It's the 4th of July and I'm going to sleep in. Okay? I'm going to sleep until 6. And then maybe we'll do it a little bit later. Like Marcella, your profile picture. Okay, can everyone see Capital Wellness Bree? Can everyone see her profile picture? If you see it, look how perfect it is because that bright background behind it really illuminates her profile picture. So like Marcella, I can't even see your profile picture. And remember, we're looking at something the size of a pinhead. Look at my profile picture. Do you see how it's a white background and then I'm in black so you can see very clearly? It's just me. You're doing business with me. You are not doing business. I don't care how cute she is. You're not doing business with her. So she's not in my picture, right? Neither is my husband, my children. No, you're doing business with me. We are having a relationship. So you need to see who I am. Yeah. I know. It's so I think we'll probably, you know me, I can't make my Energize just by myself. We'll probably go live on Monday. It'll just be a little bit later. Yeah, Capital Wellness Bree. I mean, you know, I wish that your Instagram handle was a little bit something else, but I freaking love your profile picture. I freaking love it. It's so good. Every time it pops up and I see the yellow, I immediately know who it is, which is the point. I immediately know who it is. Without even reading your Instagram profile, I know who it is. I know who it is. Brooke, I think yours is pretty good. I really do. But I think because your hair is kind of down and in front, I don't see your face as much. Yeah, Marcella, you got to get we got to work on this picture because it's so dark I can't see you. And I want to see you. I think, Jen, yours is pretty good if you could clean up the background a little bit. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit closer in. Brooke, what did you talk about? You're like a lost puppy if I don't do it Energize Live. That's funny. You're good, Seneca. You're good. Everyone look at Mandy's Instagram profile name. My work is done here. We're done. We don't need doing. Look at that. Can everyone clap it up? Look at that. Now what do we know? We know what Mandy's name is. So when Mandy comes on Energize Live from now on, we go, Mandy, it's so great to see you. I love it. Oh my gosh. Mandy, so great. People have my name. You don't want to be Brianna. Yeah. Can you be Bree? Your Instagram profile picture is so good. I want your name to be a little... Because it says Capital Wellness, do you live in DC? That's in my head, that's what I've always thought. That you live in DC. Capital Wellness Bree. Bree, could you go Bree, period, Hickman, period, wellness? Could you do Bree Hickman Wellness even with no periods? Could you do that? Could you go Bree Hickman Wellness? Bree, period, Hickman, period, wellness? I assume you live in Washington, D.C. because you said Capital Wellness. I mean, Mandy K. Hall, I'm telling you, it's awesome. I think it's fantastic. It's so much better. It's so much better. I have 2 different pages, so I have to have my picture on this one so I know which page I'm on. Okay, that's a whole nother thing I will talk about, but I don't want to get into that this morning. The idea of 2 Instagram pages, I don't want to get into that right now. Ottawa, the capital of Canada. Can you try Bree, period, Hickman, period, wellness? Is Mandy K. Hall, did she not nail it? Mandy, you nailed it. Now everybody knows. Now I'm not calling you Mandika anymore. Like, I am calling you Mandy. This is amazing. Try that. Gina. Everyone clap it up for Gina. Everyone clap it up for Gina. Gina changed her name. Gina M. Napolitano. Did I say it right? Napolitano? Napolitano? Is that right, Gina? That's amazing. Look at all this change we are making. Look at all this. Yes, and your friends call you Mandy K. I love it. I love it. So you nailed it. Mandy K sounds, I love it so much. Mandy, you did so great. You did so great. I love it so much. It was. Now we know. I love it. And Gina's is a change too. Everyone clap it up for Gina. Clap it up for Gina. So good. It's so good. Now we know who we're talking to. Oh my goodness. I'm so proud of you all. I'm so proud of you all. Okay, we're going to work on profile pictures next. You know who I see has a pretty good one? Brandy Hoff 2. Brandy, I'd love if you didn't just have that 2 on there. I love if it was just Brandy Hoff. Unless there actually are two. I would love if it was just Brandy Hoff. But I kind of like your profile picture because I love that it's white in the background. And so it shows up. You see how that shows up? Mandy, your next assignment is to change your profile picture. Your next assignment is to change that so that we can see you. But there's a lot of really good profile pictures though. And we're getting away from the anything other than you. Allie Smith Fit. Allie Smith Fit. Alan Smith Fit. I'm going to ask you to work on your profile picture to make it just you. I said it. Kate. I'm like, go back and get to work. No, I'm kidding you. I just want you to succeed. Tano. Some say Tano. Napolitano. Napolitano. I'm going to say however you want it to be said. You want it to be said Napolitano? Then it's Napolitano. I like it. Snaps for her. Bree. Oh my gosh. Everyone look at Bree. Look what Bree did. You all are making my day today. This is amazing. Everyone look at Bree. Capital Wellness Bree. Look at Bree. Look at Bree. Bree, your profile picture, your Instagram handle. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with this whole situation. I love it so much. Anna, I think your picture's great. That light background really helps. The light background really helps. So good. Jessica, I think your picture needs to be a little closer up. You're very far away in your picture. I can't really see you. So I would get a little closer up. Hi, Holly Hillier. Do you see how you can see Holly's and with her light background? Then that's what you're going after. You're going for something that has kind of a light background that's much closer up. Yeah, Felicia, can you make yours? Can you go in and make your picture a little bit bigger so you come a little bit? Oh my gosh, Marcella. Everyone clap it up for Marcella. Marcella just changed her profile picture. It's so much better. We can actually see there's a real life person there. Faith, if you could make you a little bit bigger, really that's almost the case for all of us. Like, we want you to really take up, can you see, listen, I don't get a whole lot right, but I worked on this profile picture. You see how I take up my whole profile picture? See if you can go in and like really manipulate a little bit so you can take up your whole profile picture. Does that make sense? Okay. I see her face. Desi Force profile picture. I'll have to go back up and look. Desi Force, you like her profile picture? It's really good. I didn't notice it yet, but I will. I'll have to go look for it. Okay, good. I love that we're noticing this. Yeah. Anna's is good. I love this so much. Jessica's is so good. Okay. Do we feel like Do we feel like we made some progress here? Jenny Speed, yours is awesome. Yours is awesome. Yeah, oh my gosh, we've got some really good work done. Tell us what you did, Bree. This is so great. For people who need it, Google background remover. It will bring up an app. Then you upload a photo and erase the background, choose a color. Bree, that's brilliant. I had no idea. I always have, when I have my pictures taken, I always have Dan, my amazing photographer, make sure we get like a good white background. So I'll use that for a lot of things. Hi, Jennifer Jacobs. Like, look at Jennifer. I mean, you very easily know who she is because of her profile picture. So make sure, Desi Force. Oh, you like her profile? I like your profile picture too. Beth's is good. I mean, okay, Chrissy. Chrissy, we got to work on your profile picture. We got to get it a little closer. We can't see who you are. Okay. She said, Google background remover, and then you'll upload your picture and you can take out the background and put in a color and put that. Yeah, because Jennifer Towner, yours with the pink background looks really good. JJ, where are you? That is my only question, and then we're getting off Energize Live because we've been on for a while. And it's just we've been on for a while. Are you in Miami? If you're in Miami, tell me, because that means you're like 3 hours from me. Jessica, I love your picture. Jessica Amoroso, I love your picture. If you're in Miami and you're 3 hours from me, we need to connect. Should we tackle bios next week? Yes. In between now and then, take a look at your bio, and if it looks like you're on a dating app, get rid of it. If this looks like you're on a dating app, get rid of it. So we're going to end with Eat Clean Charlene. Eat Clean Charlene, I've not seen you on here before, so I think you're new, but I'll give you a quick recap, which I'm not recapping the past 40 minutes for you. Love you, but that's not happening. All Energize Lives are archived, and you just go to my Instagram video, and there they are. Okay, so we're not going to recap. That's like my husband coming in the middle of Doctor Strange and the multiverse going, hey, what's happening? Okay, we're an hour into this show. Get out. So you need to go back and watch previous Instagram Lives, and they're all saved on my Instagram under the Instagram video feed. You can go back and watch all of them. And when you show up next week on Instagram Live, because we will be so excited to see you, you're going to need to have a different Instagram handle, babe. So, yes, I know some people don't save their lives anymore. No, I save all my lives. And you know what? If they charge people to watch the replay, that's part of their business, and that's okay. We're not judging that. Women can make some money, okay? Women got to pay some bills. You want to change the world? Make some money. So we're not judging on that. But as of right now, you can just go to my Instagram video feed, and they're all right there under the Instagram Live playlist. And if and when I do charge someday, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But right now, we're not doing that. Okay. Everyone's got some work to do. Go do some work this weekend. Go enjoy your holiday weekends. Next Wednesday, noon, Compass Community Zoom. Questions about Compass coaching, send them my way. Questions about Sparta Nation, Sweat Nation, send them my way. Send me what you want to talk about next week. We can continue this conversation, and we can also talk about bios a little bit. We can talk about that. Mandy K, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And we'll just continue all this conversation because I want you to thrive and flourish and succeed in this world of 2022 that we are in. So go have an amazing weekend. I will be Deborah Allen. I'm not even answering that question. I'll be on live at some point on Monday. I just don't know what time, but I'll let you know. Nothing tomorrow probably, but Monday, yes. I'll just let you know. Okay? Have an awesome rest of your weekend.